Hello and welcome back to Megan TT Hobbies. It's a Friday evening. I've got some time and some quietness, so I thought I would make a video of some of my returns that have come in this week, this first week of November, and I think I've got 1 point for the contest that Adam is hosting for the 1990s, and we'll go ahead and start with that. This one that is coming in says, thank you for helping Special Olympics. So it is coming in from Carl Erskine, postmarked out of Indianapolis, Indiana. He lives just north of there in Anderson, sent on the 25th. So, maybe a week. But I think this counts because this is on a 1993. Sorry about all the shadows and stuff tonight. Ted Williams card. So let me turn around and see if I can show that to you. There you go. So I think that would count for a point for 90s. Also sent a long, awesome fan favorites. And then I had to get some great vintage signed in there. So thank you to him. Donation, I think I did 5 per because he does do that for the Special Olympics with his son Jimmy. And he also wrote on our note, some things you can't change, so focus on the things that you can. So thank you to him. But like I said, Chase, if you're counting, I think that gives us 1 point, which I'm excited about. And I think that might be the only point. This is coming in from Nova, so DC-ish. I don't know when it was sent out. Early September. And this came in the dreaded We Care, courtesy of the Postal Service. They're a little beaten up, but not bad. And they were in the envelope that was completely torn open. So, Sahori Takarada for the Washington Spirit. And she signed both of those for me. But that's how the envelope was. And it was completely opened. Next one coming in from Springfield, Illinois. Sent out the same time as Carl Erskine because I am trying to go through and get a lot of these older vintage cards signed. Mr. Dick Schofield. I've got a whole bunch for like 4 or 5 of these guys. So I'm trying to get them out there. And these last 2 that he signed. So that was exciting. Because I was sending so many, I did send some money, which he actually sent back. And Mr. Schofield said, tell your boys being part of a team is great. Baseball is great. Learn many things about life. So thank you to Mr. Dick Schofield for signing those so quickly. He's one of the best signers out there. Speaking of good signers, George Culver out of Santa Clarita, California, also sent at the same time. I think it's 1 card for him that I still had around. And I had this Cardinals card for him. He too sent money. I've been trying to do better about if I've sent to somebody recently, especially these older guys, that I send a little bit of money. And I've gotten him returned to me a number of times because he was amazing. And look at all these. These are like kind of photo just blown up cards. And then on some of these he put the years. So we will need to write him a thank you note. This one's really cool. And then that one as well. So thank you to Mr. George Culver. And he shared with us, for God so loved, John 3:16. It's on his little address label that he actually included. This is Parts Unknown, as they say. Also sent out on the 26th. I'm thinking, is he in Alabama or California or something? Chuck, what is it? Essigan. So I wanted him to sign this card. But in doing quite a bit of research, he played football. And so I found this really cool photo. I have to see if I can figure out who any of those guys are. I have to look at the... And then this is like the cover to the Rose Bowl. So he's one of like a couple of players who has been in the Rose Bowl and the World Series, I think is what it is. And he as well returned my money. So thank you to him. This was sent mid-October, coming back from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in about 2 weeks. Jack Damaska. And I had made these customs that I wanted him to sign for my Cardinals collection. So those turned out great. But look, he signed them on the back as well. And then he actually sent me both sets of them. Both sets of those. And then I had sent them this one as well. And he signed all the back of those. So thank you to him for signing 4 of 4. But I've had a pretty nice pile kind of coming in. But that's because I was sending a bunch out. Portland, Oregon sent beginning of February for the NWSL collection. Came back in, 3-ish weeks. Rocky Rodriguez, who has had a very good season this year. And then she signed this really cool, I forget what this insert is called, but on the base and then on the insert. So thank you to her for signing. One of these days, I will put them all together and see where we're at with the set before Series 2 comes out. Omaha, Nebraska on a 69 rookies for the Expos. Dan McQuinn. And he or somebody else. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. Live one day at a time. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. And that one came back in like a week. This one was a little interesting. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I was trying to get this Alyssa Carson lady who you'll hear her called Blueberry. And I had sent some really cool Mars cards. And unfortunately, I did not get those back. This came back in like a week and a half. But she did send us these customs that she made and signed them. So that was cool to get something back. I was just a little bummed that it wasn't on our cool Mars cards that I sent her. San Francisco, California, coming back in about a week. I was reading the note. So I sent to John Bacabella, and because we had previously written him, I sent him a little bit of money, which he returned. But he signed these 3 cards to us. And it says, Megan, thanks for this great letter. They actually have 3 adopted kids. And one of our 9 grandchildren is the same name as myself. She put, buy your boys an ice cream cone with your $10. God bless all of you, John. So that was very nice of him to not only sign, but return that. A legend coming in at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I had not heard this yet from Bobby Shantz. It says, Megan, sorry I'm having a tough time writing, fell and broke my shoulder. And that's coming from Bobby Shantz. So he's still signed, which is amazing. On this super old, and he still added that and that. And the advice for our boys was practice, but I had not heard that he had an accident recently, so we will send him a get well card, that is for sure, and I will encourage others to do so. I'll be curious to see if anybody else hears from him. Raleigh, North Carolina. When was this sent? In mid-July, coming back right in early November. Riley Basden, another amazing one for NWSL. And hi, Megan. My biggest piece of advice for your boys is to have fun and always believe in yourself. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't achieve. Dream big and go get what you want. Thanks for supporting the NWSL. Cheers, and she signed it. So I'm hoping, because the season is kind of winding down, maybe we'll get quite a few of these NWSL ones in. They've got the playoffs starting this week. Miami, Florida, with what I think $10 donation on the 86 Hall of Famer Dwight Stevenson. I just had found this card and it was in great shape, so I wanted to send it to him to sign. San Francisco, California, coming in a week in this batch of vintage that I sent out. We did send a small donation because I had recently written to him. It says, thank you for your nice letter, Megan. I wish all the best to you and your family. And then he signed it from, is it Hobie or Hobby Landreth? And I think we sent, a little bit, probably 5 or 10 to him. Trying to fold this back up. Okay, let's keep moseying. I don't know. They canceled the stamp, but I don't know where it's coming in from. But in about a week, from Rick Keister on the 72 Rickies and Stars Braves. And I gotta look up, I forget about the other two. I feel like this could be one that I could get everything on. And then he actually signed the index card, put Atlanta Braves, and then wrote a really nice long part to our boys with some advice and just everything. So that will be great to share with him. So thank you to him. Phoenix, Arizona, Bob Oldis. So I wanted to get him on this older card, but then in looking up some information for him, I didn't realize he was a coach for the Expos, and I just love the Expos, so made a little custom. He signed it and sent it back to us in like a week. This one has been out a little bit longer. Late August for my Purdue and Colts collection. I probably have like 8 cards to send him, but I narrowed it down. So I'm pretty excited to get Curtis Painter back because that's kind of a 2-part PC for me. With him being at Purdue, and then he played a little bit for the Colts. That's coming in from Indianapolis. He's in that area. San Diego, California, also coming back in from mid-August to just this week. Rachel Bueller, who was a soccer player a bit ago. I'm looking to see if we have anything on the note or if it's just a piece of paper. Let's see. So, words of wisdom. Focus on controlling the things you can control. Enjoy the moment. Dream big. Give yourself grace. And I think I had asked her if I could send her a questionnaire because I'd like to do a series on women, lots of sports women, but also women in other fields. This is all the best to you and your family, Rachel. So I will for sure work on that. I think I said, but that came in from San Diego, California. Raleigh, North Carolina. Sent out early September. Abby Ergy for the Courage. And she wrote a really nice note to us as well. I'm just going to share them. To Megan and the boys, thank you for your letter and kind words of support. Some of my favorite memories with the Courage are in Portland winning the 2018 championship. Biggest advice, don't skip or turn down opportunities just because at face value they don't seem appealing. Always give every opportunity a chance. It may be the best thing you ever do. I very nearly lost, let me see if I can get that to focus, lost the opportunity to be on a championship winning team because I wasn't willing to do just that. All the best. And then she signed that. There we go. So that is great. This one's kind of interesting. Sent out in late October. Coming in from the San Diego Rio Grande district. And just a whole bunch of words of wisdom and things from him. But Mr. Bill Bradley, the football player, so he signed that one. I'm just going to cover up some info, but he signed that one to our family. I think those are the 2 that I sent him. But then he also sent this one. It's on like photo paper. But then, let me see if I can show this without. He also put that on the back of our envelope. So that was just, it gave me a good chuckle. And 3 pages on note cards on things to us, and a whole nother sheet of like his information. This is just a photocopy. One more, which I was hoping would be another 90s point, but unfortunately it's not. I thought I had sent in with it. This is coming in from California. I don't remember where. Probably Southern California. Paul Fusco Aka Alf. So we had a 4x6 and it was cute. He just signed it Best Wishes Alf. Let me just cover up here. But then he signed this one to our family. I thought I had sent him some Alf cards or stickers or something to sign with it, but maybe I just forgot to do so. But that is a awesome return. He's kind of like the creator voice stuff. So he'll always sign it his name and Alf. So that's just pretty cool. That is it. I have some other TTMs that I might try to do in a video, but these are old requests that I found recently. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I got 1 point for Chase over at Chase and Ink's team for this contest that Adam's putting on for the 90s. Have a great night.